Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Outer Worlds. Today we are going to complete the Halcyon questline with completing the Brave New World quest. Just so you guys know, this is the point of no return. If you wanted to complete the DLC, if you wanted to do any other quests or whatever like that, just so you know, this is it. This is the end. Alright, let me just make sure. You can only finish the main story. Yeah, so this pretty much stops you from doing anything else. We do want to continue, and honestly, I don't want to save, and I am short. We're just going to jump right into it.
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we have successfully landed on Tartarus. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
You're the backup, right? From Akande? Thank the law you're here. These bloodthirsty sprat bags have no respect for the law. We're pinned down. Good. Came through a while ago, but we haven't heard from him or Adjutant Akande in too long. You've got to help us. Please, kill them. Summary justice for the whole lot.
Everyone do yourself a favor and pick this option. About the biometric ID.
Their biometric ID? I could transmit it. But that'd be against Protocol H927G. If anyone found out, I'd get thrown into a cell right alongside these damn prisoners. I'm never supposed to violate protocol. Never.
Guys, this is the whole reason why we want to have a high persuasion skill while we've been developing it throughout the entire game. You want to pick this option so that you could do less fighting and just go about your merry way throughout the facility. Let's do it.
Alright, but if anyone gets on my case about this, I'm sending them straight to you. Got it? There, data transmitted. Hope this disguise of yours works. Tartarus security out.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Good old Leodo. Helpful to the very end. Alright, well, let's do the skill real quick. I'm going to put it all into long guns. Alright, and for perks, we're going to do... That might be cool. That might be alright. I guess that's fine. That's fine. We're also leaving with Ellie and Bavardi. Tartarus is like a prison planet, so this is what it looks like and everything like that. You will soon see how beneficial the biometric ID is. There are enemies all over the place, and I just can't believe that the whole corporate troopers, or whatever they're called, actually got ran amok by these guys. Literally, the first area is already done, and we skipped right to it.
Inside of this place. This might be the loneliest place in the whole system. Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Okay, so if we come around here, we're going to run straight up the whole thing. And this is one way to do it. We have to get to this ladder right here. And we're going to come right in here, and there are no enemies in here. There also is stuff if you guys want. There is plenty of vending machines, which I recommend getting the Adreno. I recommend buying all of the ammo for each one that's here, so that we have plenty of health, plenty of ammo. Oh, and buy these oops, I didn't mean that. Buy these bypass shunts and the mag picks, because we will be breaking into some things. There is some armor here that could be beneficial, like 67. What is our armor rating? Because I do kind of want to see. 39 and 34. Well, that's not going to be very good, is it? So what you want to do is maybe you'd want to... that's hack, dodge, dodge, dodge. Well, let's get the hack. I will buy that. This is a good idea for you guys to try and, at this point, that's actually pretty good. Try to get whatever skills up that you can. So we went from, what, 39 to 40? 40, 40, 29, 39. Okay, so we got some armor. And for Ellie, let's see, 37, 37. Okay, then at this point, if you wanted to use any of the... We probably should repair all these. Repair all... hold to repair all equipped. Alright. So what we're going to do is let's modify this now. We can modify... we're not worried about the noises. With the armor, though this is the one that we have. Nah. Gadget skill. So now it's out of 5. I don't know. I guess that's good enough for now. Oh, and there's some over here. I would just take whatever you guys can. Armor degradation. Nah. Walk speed 10%. That might be good actually. I don't know, man. I guess that's what we're going to use today. And actually, I did want to see something because I did notice that in our... That only does 28. We have anything else that we can do. 215, 198, 273, 392. Alright, that sounds fine. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to head in, get any preparation that you want done and out of the way, and then head in. And here's what's going to happen. We have to go all the way over there. Instead of going all the way around to go to your left, I hope that you guys have the appropriate skill and enough mag picks. Because we could go right through here. You could go right in here, get everything you want. There's really nothing important over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to run around, jump in, skipped an additional level of fighting. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, there's really no point in looking for anything, because after this, you really can't, do anything, actually. Except the ammo. The ammo is useful. You're going to want to go through here, right? But what I would recommend is getting caught by somebody.
Whoa. Hold on, where'd you come from? You from Solitary? Whoa, what was it like out there?
It doesn't really doesn't matter what you say, as long as you're able to pass the skill check.
Well, thanks the void, we don't ever have to go back.
Alright. Let's go through here again. Going to have to travel through here. You do find out this door is sealed. Use the terminal and unseal the door. And then you do find out that unfortunately the chairman did die. And then you could come right around here and go up there. I did forget something though. Ellie and Pavardi both have a skill that they can do. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what to do for her, or any of them, to be honest with you. Has a long cooldown. Yeah, well, that's fine. And then for Pavardi, I don't think her stuff matters either, honestly. I don't really know. I mean, I guess I would just do whatever. Showtime. Nah, I guess this is whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to do with these. Oh, you will notice too that the MSI people are here, and I think the Iconoclasts are also here. They do help us fight.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches.
Look at these guys.
The captain needs our help.
Just walk right by them and go right into here.
Guess this is it, huh? Whatever comes of this. Just real isolated.
You know, I could have sworn I tested you for hearing loss, because I did say skip the Hope to Terra 2. Terra 2, not Tartarus. We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens. Fighting back! I've released every prisoner in Tartarus. We'll take this prison over, or die in the attempt. We will not go quietly into the night. You may be gifted in the ways of violence, but I know how to defend myself against you. I don't care how many guns you've brought. If you try and stop me, by law, I'll bloody your damn nose. I haven't lost yet. I've still got air in my lungs, I've got strength enough to fire a gun, and I've got Halcyon's greatest monster strapped to a chair. Adjutant Akande is my captive. If I'm to die here, then she's coming with me. I can't imagine we've got anything left to say. What are you, the board's new inquisitor? Yes, you have an unnerving talent for reading people. It's why I pulled you out of the Hope in the first place. Of course, I'm desperate. Even a cornered animal is desperate. It is unnatural for life to surrender in the face of annihilation. The entire colony is just going to march quietly into stasis pods. No rioting, no fighting, no struggling at all. The board just wins, as it always does. I can't believe you'd advocate such a monstrous idea. I can't believe everyone's just going to blithely go along with it. My life's work has been an exercise in futility. The only honorable way to end it is to go down fighting. I expect you'll try. I've programmed the Labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight. I'm sorry to have to do this, but I can't take any chances with you. You were my greatest success, and my greatest disappointment.
Alright, so here we go, guys. That monstrosity right there is the final boss. And he's pretty tough. I would recommend you save the game. Like, right here is fine. This way, if anything happens, you don't have to, you know, start from all the beginning. But had we not gotten the ID from that guy, it would have been a lot. It would have been a lot. Now, as you can see, if we had, I'm assuming that's hack or lockpick score of 100. I don't exactly know how that gets there, or what's back there. I've never done it, but I'm pretty sure it's something easy. So anyway, guys, without further ado, break out your strongest weapon, and I believe this is this one for us here. We also have the new minigun, and oh, whoops, can't do that. That's right. I would just do it right now. Now he's got a chain gun. He does this ram thing, right? Hence his name, Ram. And he gets a little sidetracked. I would try to shoot this thing the best you can. And then what ends up happening is that when he takes too much damage, he's got these combat drones that come out. They're really annoying. Using your time delay thing, it really helps. So definitely use that. And then at this point, I would recommend taking these things out the best of your ability, because your companions are going to go down. Unfortunately, there's really not much to talk about. This is just all fighting and everything like that, guys. You can use this weapon for splash damage and everything like that, which is fine because it'll hit him as well. I mean, hopefully you don't miss either. You can go up to these enemies too. A lot of them have the energy cells to refuel our good, strong weapon. Unless you don't have it, which that is not good, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I would recommend to try to do that to the best of your ability. His weak point is that little blue thing on the back. If you can get him to run past you... And if I could just... not get hit by that stuff, that would be wonderful. As you can say, the time delay does really help, and I would just recommend you walking around these pillars. Now more enemies have spawned. It is a good idea to try to keep your distance too. So, I mean... Oh, man. Oh, no. Now, unfortunately, we gotta do all that over again. That sucks. I'm not very happy about that. But as you can see, that's just what happens. So, right off the bat, try to take as much damage from him as possible. I think I don't know if he's weak to corrosion, but I did it again. Honestly, with that time, I got greedy, so I got greedy. That's the problem. My only problem is, this whole entire game, I have not been able to use... Okay, so now these guys came out, so we need to take these guys first. Let's just do that first. Okay, so I think what ends up happening is that it confuses them and turns them into an enemy. So we should probably try doing that to the majority of these. I don't exactly know how I do it, but... I would just keep running around again, guys. Just try to do. Is there a reason why so much? I wonder if it's going to tell me to lower the difficulty in a minute. Holy guacamole, guys. That was crazy. Holy smokes. I'm really sorry about that. I really, that was a lot. That was a lot, man. I don't really know if I want to do that again. That was crazy. Anyway, let's go up. We're gonna go up here and everything. Oh, look how nice it is in here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a lot. And Phineas goes down. And we have confronted Phineas. You could look around here. I don't think there is really anything in here to look at. So without further ado, let's use this. Release the lever, and that's it, guys.
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. You were right to put him down. He was too far gone to be of any use to us. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope. Why shouldn't I be interested in the well-being of my finest agent? Not to mention my most valuable investment. You've put down the worst riot in our history, rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagined. We've lost all contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth was more than just some distant colonial authority, Dr. Fenhill. Earth was our lifeline. And now, we've been cut loose.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
You sound frightened, Miss Holcomb. You should be. Fear sharpens the mind. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option. Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain. I'm pleased to hear that. The program is too important to hand over to the board's bureaucrats. That's why I'd like you to take the helm. I'll see to it that the Lifetime Employment Program operates under your supervision. We'll work together to save this colony. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to save us, so we're going to have to save ourselves.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The Lifetime Employment Program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the Board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. As the Board began to enact the lifetime employment program, Sanjar and Zora brought another option to the townships of Terra 2. Many workers joined MSI, bolstering Sanjar's ranks and giving Zora more forces to work with. Though none of Sanjar's policies spread to Byzantium, many smaller townships that might otherwise have been shuttered thrived under his and Zora's combined leadership. Over the years, the ruins of Edgewater caused irreversible environmental damage to the landscape of Emerald Vale, owing largely to the presence of toxic compounds in the town's building materials. As for Edgewater's former workers, their remains provided a source of nourishment for the region's fauna, leading to an explosion in the sprat population. Junlei Tennyson struggled to maintain the Groundbreaker's independence. Mechanical failures forced her to make increasingly uncomfortable compromises to stabilize her ship. The Board bought her out of the Groundbreaker one deck at a time. While she kept the ship intact, her role as captain became a symbolic one. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch. As the Board reasserted control over Halcyon, Felix came to realize that his life as an upstart rebel had come to an end. The Board's victory crushed any hope for a grand revolution across Halcyon, and so Felix, once again, found himself without a purpose in life. And so, disillusioned with his former boss and with nowhere left to go, Felix left his crew without saying goodbye. He was never heard from again. As a reward for his part in her courageous rescue, the adjutant invited the vicar known as Max to become one of the leaders of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Max eventually rose to the top, becoming the presiding bishop of the OSI. He denounced his spiritual meanderings as a misguided attempt to come to terms with his long-dead parents. His only regret was that they had not lived long enough to see that he was right all along. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. And she often wished aloud that her dad was still alive to teach her about the finer points of starship care and maintenance. As the Board began to roll out their lifetime employment program, Parvati was plagued by dreams of freezing to death. She began taking increasingly longer shore leaves, and she eventually disappeared from the Unreliable entirely. The Board never knew what became of her, and under the adjutant's orders, they never tried to find out. Parvati was afforded a measure of peace and left to her own devices. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Adjutant Sophia Akande was instrumental in executing the Lifetime Employment Program. While the rest of Byzantium celebrated, Sophia returned to work by partnering with you. The two of you worked hard to ensure the Lifetime Employment Program ran smoothly. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The Lifetime Employment Program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? After the riots on Tartarus came to an end, you threw in your support with Sophia Akande. While Akande administered the board herself, you oversaw the Lifetime Employment Program, stamping out corruption and negligence. Under your leadership, the program ran smoothly. Halcyon's workers were treated with a modicum of dignity. Your involvement kept the board honest and allowed the board scientists to work without the meddling of bureaucracy. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, gentlemen, gentle ladies, that was The Outer Worlds, and I'm not very satisfied with that ending, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a very short video about siding with Phineas in another episode. I gotta be honest with y'all, no wonder why I only played this game once. I'm not very impressed by this game. I mean, that's for my thoughts on later on, but we're definitely not done with The Outer Worlds. I do think that what we're going to do in the coming episodes is I do want to do the companion missions and complete those to see if they're different, but I definitely am not satisfied with this ending. I guess you would call this the bad ending. Definitely, right? And, I mean, for pretty much every single companion except for the SAM unit and Vicar Max, they all like disappeared or were sad or couldn't. I mean, I guess Ellie was okay, but she left the crew, so that was crazy. But I think what we're going to do is in the next episode we're going to. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. The windows are open. It's beautiful outside. So anytime they see a dog or a leaf go by, they gotta bark at it. So, excuse me, I apologize. But anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do all of the side quests for the companions. and we might do 2 or 3 per whatever. I might talk to Pavardi and Felix and all of them about like how they're feeling, what's going on. Maybe that can do something better. And then finally, the last episode will likely be the ending for Phineas and Siding with Phineas. And we're going to reload the mission where we finished. We got like, what is it? That little key out of the I forget what they call it. What those things are, but the swine or whatever, and our last save file, and go from there. So yeah, well, again, if you wanted this ending, that's how it was, and it would appear that nothing was right, nothing happened that was good, and it was bad. it didn't work out for anybody. But yeah. Yeah, so my thoughts on video will come out eventually, and we'll do that. And I think what we're going to do is maybe we'll do some more side quests. We also have the DLC, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm trying to move on to something else. I don't know. And for the record, I will not be showing that Ram fight again. I will start recording at least that part of that episode once we are done and doing that. In fact, maybe what we could do is, because we could just reload right before that, I might just do that, like show the beginning. No, actually no, because I want to be able to finish that stuff first. Well, you know, we'll figure it out. And yeah, but that was the game, guys. That was it. Can we skip this? Oh, yes we can. So if we go to load game, we have all these, but then again, we can still load right here. We're going to load this one, right? And in the next one, and we will start from there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. This was the Halcyon ending. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I apologize for dying so much, but, you know, it is what it is. Hope you guys had a great day. Oh, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hope you guys had a great day. Thank you very much for watching. Just a side note, guys, we beat this game in 9.5 hours. This was an RPG, by the way. Anyway, thanks for watching.